Roman Reigns calls out KSI and Mr. Beast at WWE Crown Jewel. Plus, a WWE champion could be injured. Find out who in a moment. And we've got a big Survivor Series 2022 update for you. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Just a few hours removed from Crown Jewel. Actually, it's more than a few hours,
It's more than a few hours at this point.
Throws me off not having to stay up through the night to watch a wrestling pay-per-view.
Crazy.
What a night that was. Logan Paul and Roman Reigns headlining. I think Logan Paul put in a heck of a showing.
Absolutely. This is the thing,
Hard to deny.
It really, really is. Sometimes in celebrity matches, and more often than not, I feel like in celebrity matches, it's the bona fide wrestler. The bona fide wrestler for the company that does a lot of the work and carries the other person. I think Logan really held his own tonight. Really, really held his own.
Did a phenomenal job with it. No doubt you'll have more to say on it. And we will have more to say on it in the WTF moments from Crown Jewel and what happened at Crown Jewel on this YouTube channel. It didn't go unnoticed that at one point as Roman Reigns was wearing down on Logan Paul, he threw down the gauntlet for other YouTubers to come and get a piece of the tribal chief, naming Mr. Beast and KSI amongst those who would possibly come and have a fight with the champ.
Maybe? I feel like it was obviously it felt like the thing that sort of Roman would do in terms of, look, you're coming into my domain now. I'm going to call you all out. Look what I'll do to you if you do such a thing. KSI, obviously, we know, has sort of that athletic background. Mr. Beast, I know, obviously, it's videos on YouTube. Not too sure about his athletic sort of background, if he would be up for doing anything like that.
KSI has responded on Twitter saying Roman Reigns wants the smoke, lol. And Mr. Beast has responded by saying, I bought a stadium and the first person to leave it gets to win $10 million. He didn't say that, I've made that up, but I imagine that's what he will say when he wakes up to the challenge. Last night at Crown Jewel, we found out a champion was working injured, didn't we?
We did indeed. So Michael Cole stating on commentary that Jey Uso believes he has a broken wrist. Cole said Jey will be getting an MRI done on Monday. And then Cole also said Jey suffered the injury while wrestling on WWE's European tour this past week.
Yeah, so he had the white tape all up his arm. Now, it didn't impede the match in any way, shape or form. I'm pretty sure on a few occasions he even used that taped arm. So I don't know how bad a broken wrist this is, whether this is a kayfabe injury. It'd be a strange one to mention from the European tour. Whether or not it's one of those that he might just end up working through. Yeah. They pushed on through for a while, haven't they, the Usos now?
They have. I think someone actually mentioned in the comments on the live stream, thank you so much if you did join the live stream and donate to Save the Children as well. You're all phenomenal. You actually absolutely smashed the goal that was set. Someone was saying like it'd kind of be a cool storyline if the Usos we start seeing them get this wear and tear, because in premium live events and pay-per-views, we've seen them defend the belts more times than Roman Reigns sort of has in the recent months. And maybe that's where some of the dissension comes from, is that they're almost the ones that are carrying things on the back a little bit, because they're out there sort of representing the bloodline a lot more often than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they're carrying the workload on the occasion where Roman's not there. It's Jey and Jimmy who are working hard and grafting. And yeah, there is a story there to be told. And hoping that this is something that isn't going to impede Jey Uso or impede what has been a phenomenal bit of storytelling with the bloodline. And we wish him all the best for Monday and that MRI. So Usos leave as the ones in the men's tag team division. What about the women's tag team division?
Oh, we saw a title change, Tom. It got hot potatoed, not hot pocketed.
On the stream, you constantly referred to the titles being hot pocketed as opposed to hot potato.
They were put in the microwave and melted down.
It's a very modern version of the hot potato.
Of course. So obviously we saw Damage Control. They regained the WWE's Women's Tag Team Championships. They defeated Alexa Bliss and Asuka. And in a moment when Nikki Cross got herself involved, she knocked Bliss off the top rope to cost the team the titles. Although there was a weird thing as well. We saw before the match happened, we had a little bit of a promo with Alexa Bliss and Asuka, and Bray Wyatt's circle and his logo appeared on the Tron. Alexa Bliss looked over and was a bit like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, it threw her off a little bit. A bit like seeing your ex-boyfriend walking through town is the best way to describe it. And whilst that didn't lead to the downfall, certainly Nikki Cross coming through the crowd did. New champions crowned very quickly. Now, former women's tag team champions were brought up in conversation. Sasha Banks and Naomi. With Sasha being mentioned on commentary, and people spotting that Sasha and Naomi were back in the title intro, in that intro video at the beginning. So this started some conversation online. Sean Ross Sapp spoke to his WWE sources and said that there's been no change in the relationship and the status of this. It was also pointed out that there was no woo in the WWE title card. It might be as simple a case as they just played the wrong title card.
Yeah, it could have been. Absolutely.
I think that could possibly be it. So whilst a few people were quite excited because this comes at the same time as Sasha Banks was announcing some exciting plans for the end of the month.
Absolutely, yeah.
Might not be what we think it is. Or is it?
Or is it? So it keeps us guessing, doesn't it?
Because we head over to Survivor Series is our next WWE Premium Live event, the last one of 2022. Now, we knew it was called Survivor Series War Games.
We did.
They put some meat on the bone last night in the first commercial for Survivor Series War Games, didn't they?
We did, yeah. So we got, as you were saying, our first trailer of that, Survivor Series War Games. It featured Judgment Day, Damage Control, Bloodline, Liv Morgan, and Drew McIntyre, plus some clips of NXT War Game matches too. We also got a shot of the actual setup of what the ring is going to look like, what everything's going to look like.
For the sake of this video,
yeah,
so you can see it.
So we got 2 WWE Survivor Series rings with the War Games cage around it as well, and it's got the captions: 10 competitors, 2 rings inside 1 monstrous cage. Now this confirms, I guess, how War Games is going to play out, obviously. And previously, as you mentioned here, it's been 3 teams. It's been 3 teams of 3 and teams of 4 before.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a mixed bag. So we have had the 3 teams of 3, and we've had teams of 4 on NXT. So the teams of 5, Strive to Survive, is a relatively new addition to that. So this was quite whilst it didn't seem that way, this was quite an important bit of context for how Survivor Series War Games is going to play out. And it also allows for a little bit of the old fantasy booking to start ticking over in the old Mind Palace, because you think for the Bloodline, you've got Roman, you've got Solo Sikoa, you've got Jimmy, you've got Jay, you've got Sami Zayn.
Yep, that's 5.
There's a team of 5 there. You think of some of the stuff people they've been feuding with lately. Sheamus on the other team.
Sheamus.
Ridge Holland.
Butch. You get other people involved.
Drew McIntyre. Kevin Owens.
That would be a very good shout.
There's your 10.
Absolutely.
You could do potentially something with the Judgment Day, where you've got you've got Dominic, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, Damian Priest.
And a new member.
Ooh. And then on the other side, you could have AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, Rhea Rodriguez, who's been very highly considered to be part of these teams as well.
Yeah, she has.
Maybe you pop Rey Mysterio on that side as well. Maybe you do.
That'd be kind of cool.
In terms of like the women's matches as well, so Damage Control is a 3. Add a couple more. This could be the Sasha and Naomi return possibility. It could be.
It's teasing me, Tom. You're teasing me.
Fantasy Bookerama in the comments down there. And thank you again for joining us for the live stream for Survivor Series. It was wonderful to have you with us. And we'll be back with more wrestling news throughout the week. And we'll keep you updated throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Case.
Love you, bye. You're the champ, Tom. Get your belt.
Oh, yeah. And I'm the interim champion.
He's the interim champion.
Hey, come get you some Adam Patch, Eli. Whoa. Come get some Adam Chan. I see you, you dang dirty troll. Love you, bye.